Camilla went from being one of the most disliked figures to becoming the Queen of the UK. However, did you know that only 14% of Brits actually support her being called Queen? The British royal family has had its fair share of drama and rivalries, but one feud that doesn't get much attention is the rumoured tension between Princess Anne and Queen Camilla. If you think about it, Camilla's journey into the royal family was pretty unusual. Many people believe Anne's dislike for Camilla runs deep, tied to a past filled with scandal that still affects the monarchy today. Camilla had an affair with King Charles while he was still married to Princess Diana. For Princess Anne, who values family and tradition above all else, this kind of interference in royal matters was simply unacceptable. But what's really behind Anne's feelings? Why does she hold such strong animosity toward Camilla? Exploring their complicated relationship may offer some insights into why Princess Anne might feel this way. Princess Anne herself is an interesting figure. As the only daughter of Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip, she is known for her hard work and loyalty. From a young age, Anne has put her royal duties first, demonstrating a dedication and strong work ethic reminiscent of her mother. She has carried out more royal engagements than anyone else in her family, earning her the nickname of the hardest-working royal. Despite her relentless commitment, Anne remains relatively private. Unlike other royals who enjoy the spotlight, she keeps her personal life under wraps, avoids the media, and rarely gives interviews. For Anne, her work is a duty, not an opportunity for fame. This sets her apart from younger royals who are more inclined toward modern trends and public engagement. Her traditional values and steadfast beliefs about what it means to be royal make her a unique figure in the monarchy and might contribute to her feelings about Camilla. Princess Anne holds strong views shaped by her mother, Queen Elizabeth, who believed royal duty was a lifelong promise. Anne believes loyalty to family and the monarchy is paramount and has a clear understanding of what being royal entails. For her, it's all about honor, discipline, and upholding royal traditions. This strict attitude often influences how she views those who marry into the family, particularly if they come with a controversial past. Anne has little tolerance for individuals who might tarnish the family's reputation. Camilla Parker Bowles, for example, is someone Anne views critically because of her past with Charles during his marriage to Diana. For Anne, this isn't just a personal grudge, it's about safeguarding the monarchy's image, a responsibility she has dedicated her life to. In Anne's eyes, Camilla's history threatens the dignity of the crown, something she has always fiercely defended. Camilla's story, on the other hand, is complex and intriguing. Her early connection with Charles and her journey into the royal scene have been anything but straightforward. It all began back in the early 1970s when they first met, and you could say the spark was instantly there. They hit it off quickly, but due to royal expectations and family pressure, they had to part ways in 1973 when Camilla married Andrew Parker Bowles. That seemed like the end of things, right? Not quite. Even after Charles tied the knot with Lady Diana Spencer in 1981, Camilla was still very much a part of his life. Charles had a tough time in his marriage, and guess who he turned to for comfort? Yes, Camilla. Their relationship rekindled despite all the rumors and public scrutiny. By the 1980s, people were starting to talk, and eventually, it all blew up in the early 1990s when the affair became public. Can you imagine the scandal? It rocked the nation and put a huge spotlight on their lives. This raises the question of what all this meant for Anne and her perspective on the royal family. It highlights just how serious she is about maintaining the monarchy's image while dealing with the complexities of marriage and loyalty. The drama continues to unfold, leaving many wondering how they'll navigate future challenges together. When it comes to the monarchy, Camilla is often portrayed as the woman who disrupted things for Charles and Diana. She bore the brunt of the blame in the media, being seen as the villain who betrayed Diana and, by extension, the country that adored her. The scandal didn't just affect Charles and Diana, it sent shockwaves through the entire royal family. Camilla's connection with Charles became a hot-button issue, completely altering how the public viewed her. For Princess Anne, this was a monumental issue. Camilla's role felt like a threat to family values and a direct challenge to the sacred concept of marriage, something Anne held dear. She perceived Camilla's actions as selfish and disrespectful to the royal family's stability. The fallout from the affair left a significant stain on Camilla's reputation within the family, one that could not be easily repaired. Even though Charles and Camilla eventually married, the memories of the scandal still haunt Anne. To her, Camilla's past serves as a constant reminder of the pain caused to Diana and the damage the affair inflicted on the royal family. Today, Anne continues to view Camilla as someone who brought chaos and drama to the monarchy, a perception she can't seem to let go of when thinking about her sister-in-law. The label of "the other woman" sticks to Camilla, and Anne isn't inclined to overlook it. Her loyalty to Diana's memory significantly influences her feelings toward Camilla. The entire affair not only tarnished the royal family's image but also felt like a profound betrayal of someone as beloved as Diana. This gives Anne even more reason to disapprove of Camilla's role within the royal family. Diana, known for her kindness and her ability to connect with the public, always held a special place in Anne's heart. For Anne, Diana remains a cherished figure in the royal family, and that reverence shapes her enduring disapproval of Camilla. Despite their differences, Anne admired Diana's devotion to her children, Prince William and Prince Harry. Diana brought a warmth to the monarchy that Anne recognized as vital for bridging the gap between the royal family and the public. One can only imagine how different things might have been if the scandal that affected Diana's marriage had never occurred. Princess Diana's tragic death in 1997 cemented her status as a cherished figure, leaving a lasting impact on how people perceive the royal family. However, things became complicated when Camilla entered the picture. For Anne, Camilla represents a painful chapter in Diana's life, particularly because of her involvement in the scandal that shook Diana's marriage. Anne's loyalty to Diana's memory is evident in the way she interacts with Camilla. Every meeting seems to remind her of the heartache that Camilla brought into Diana's life and the royal family. Diana's legacy looms large, and for Anne, Camilla simply cannot measure up to what Diana represented. This connection to Diana makes Camilla's role as queen consort feel misaligned with Anne's sentiments. Although Camilla has gained public favor over the years, Anne's steadfast loyalty to Diana prevents her from fully embracing Camilla. Diana's memory continues to influence not only Anne but also the public's expectations of the royal family, strengthening Anne's commitment to her sister-in-law's legacy. Anne and Camilla differ not only in their roles within the family but also in their personalities and approaches to royal duties. Anne embodies royal tradition, much like her mother, Queen Elizabeth. She is known for her sense of duty, her hard work, and her no-nonsense attitude. Anne takes on more royal engagements than almost anyone else and values simplicity, rarely indulging in luxury or giving interviews. Her life has been shaped by the values of tradition and strict protocol. On the other hand, Camilla has introduced a more modern, friendly, and humorous approach to the royal family. Since her marriage to Charles, she has used her role to advocate for important causes, such as literacy and domestic abuse prevention. Her casual style and comfort with the press stand in stark contrast to Anne's preference for privacy and tradition. While Camilla's approachable demeanor has helped her win over the public, it clashes with Anne's view of the royal standard, which prioritizes formality and decorum. These stark differences highlight a deeper tension between the two women regarding what it means to be part of the royal family. Anne's traditional view emphasizes respect for the institution and values a more private approach, while Camilla's modern style reflects a shift toward openness and accessibility. Whether Anne will ever truly accept Camilla or if Diana's legacy will continue to shape their relationship remains uncertain. This dynamic adds an intriguing layer to the royal family's narrative, fueling ongoing conversations about their evolving roles and relationships. Camilla seems to embrace a more laid-back style, aligning with a modern royal image. However, this approach has not been universally welcomed. Princess Anne, for instance, has been overheard expressing harsh opinions about Camilla in private conversations. Anne views Camilla's casual demeanor as undermining the importance and authority the monarchy has worked tirelessly to uphold. This clash reflects differing perspectives on the royal family's role, adding to Anne's frustrations. Deeply loyal to her family and its traditions, Anne is committed to preserving the royal values passed down through generations. From a young age, she learned to cherish a dignified image, following in Queen Elizabeth's footsteps. Unlike some of her siblings, Anne rarely deviates from royal customs, making her a respected and traditional figure within the family. In contrast, Camilla's history and presence often conflict with Anne's strong sense of loyalty. and believes true family values require prioritizing the crown over personal interests, a principle she feels Camilla disregarded during her relationship with Charles while he was still married to Diana. To Anne, Camilla's actions challenged the very principles she holds dear, making their relationship strained. This tension often surfaces during royal events, where Anne's disapproval becomes evident. For Anne, loyalty transcends family bonds, it encompasses safeguarding the dignity of the monarchy itself. She perceives Camilla's past as a threat to the institution, rooted in the fallout from the affair that shook the royal family. The affair between Charles and Camilla not only strained Charles and Diana's marriage but also created deep divisions within the royal family. The scandal, when made public, brought intense scrutiny to the monarchy, forcing its members to confront difficult realities. Anne found herself in a challenging position, torn between supporting her brother and sympathizing with Diana, whose public revelations exposed the emotional toll of her marriage. The scandal shattered the royal family's image of unity and respectability, leaving Anne feeling disheartened by how far they had strayed from their values. The aftermath of Charles and Camilla's relationship continued to weigh heavily on Anne, who often felt conflicted between standing by her family and upholding the dignity of the monarchy. Even after Charles and Camilla's marriage in 2005, the lingering effects of the affair remained a source of tension. For Anne, these events were a reminder of the delicate balance between personal loyalty and the responsibility of protecting the monarchy's legacy, a balance that has defined much of her role within the royal family. Anne's feelings about the affair didn't simply fade away. She believed the scandal had seriously damaged their family's bond, and she remained skeptical of Camilla's influence over Charles. To Anne, their relationship felt like a deviation from the royal family's image. As Camilla transitioned from being perceived as the other woman to becoming queen consort, it marked a significant shift in royal traditions. When they married, Camilla intentionally chose the title of Duchess of Cornwall to avoid overshadowing Diana's legacy. For a long time, she maintained a low profile, dedicating herself to charity work and attempting to reshape public perception. However, as she assumed more royal duties, Camilla gradually moved closer to being acknowledged as queen consort, a change that did not sit well with more traditional members of the family, especially Princess Anne. Anne's discomfort with Camilla's rise reflects her deep commitment to preserving royal traditions. It raises questions about how other royal family members feel about this evolving dynamic and what it might mean for the monarchy's future. This ongoing tension underscores how complex family relationships can be, particularly under the public eye. Anne, known for her strong beliefs in royal values, views the title of queen consort as requiring both public acceptance and an unblemished record, qualities she felt her mother, Queen Elizabeth, exemplified. Anne's perspective on Camilla is undoubtedly shaped by the history involving Charles and Diana, which she doesn't see as a mere hiccup but as a significant issue. For Anne, this past undermines Camilla's suitability for the role. While many regard Camilla's public service as a form of redemption, Anne believes it diverges from the strict integrity that royalty should uphold. To her, royal titles must embody duty and loyalty, values she feels Camilla's past has compromised. Camilla's rise to queen consort symbolizes a shift in royal traditions, one that Anne finds unsettling as it challenges the monarchy's foundation under Charles and Camilla's leadership. Anne's reserved demeanor at the coronation stood in stark contrast to her passionate support for her mother's values. While many publicly accept Camilla's influence, Anne sees it as shaking her understanding of what a queen should represent. For her, this isn't just about a title, it's a troubling sign that the monarchy is drifting from its core principles, a prospect she finds deeply concerning. Behind the palace walls, there has been tension between Anne and Camilla. The two seem to be locked in a complex dynamic where Anne champions tradition while Camilla embraces more modern values. Over the years, their relationship has become increasingly strained. Known for her straightforwardness, Anne doesn't hesitate to express her feelings, particularly when it comes to individuals she perceives as a threat to the family's dignity. Although she keeps interactions with Camilla civil, there is an undeniable lack of warmth between them. Their relationship resembles that of acquaintances rather than close family. In public, Anne maintains politeness, but her body language often tells a different story. It's said that her sharp responses and reluctance to engage reveal the underlying tension, highlighting her struggle to reconcile with Camilla's place within the family and the monarchy. There have even been whispers of confrontations between Camilla and Princess Anne, with Camilla attempting to close the gap in their relationship, only to be met with Anne's cool and reserved reactions. This dynamic clearly prevents them from forming a closer bond. The underlying tension between them profoundly shapes their relationship and mirrors the real struggles occurring behind the palace doors. Princess Anne's feelings about her family and Camilla contribute to a divide within the royal family. On one side, Anne remains steadfast in her commitment to royal traditions and values, while Camilla represents a more modern approach to the monarchy. This clash is not merely personal, it also reflects their differing perspectives on loyalty to the crown. For Camilla, winning Anne over has been a significant challenge, as Anne's reluctance brings up long-standing expectations that Camilla has long resisted. This tension extends beyond mere appearances and deeply influences how the royal family interacts privately. The 2023 coronation was a pivotal moment for the monarchy, symbolizing its effort to adapt to contemporary times. However, during the ceremony, something seemed amiss, particularly with Princess Anne. As Charles and Camilla were crowned, Anne's reaction appeared mixed. It was as though she was attempting to mask her emotions, yet her demeanor hinted that something was troubling her. For Anne, the coronation was bittersweet, as it symbolized the changing dynamics within the monarchy and her ongoing struggle to fully embrace Camilla as the queen consort. Deep down, Anne still feels that Camilla's relationship with Charles during his marriage to Diana renders the title somewhat unfair. This made it challenging for her to wholeheartedly accept the moment. Although Anne performed her duties with professionalism, her interactions with Camilla reflected a certain emotional distance. Her body language revealed much about her inner thoughts, even as she maintained her composure during the event. While many viewed the coronation as a celebration of unity, Anne's behavior suggested lingering doubts. This reaction was particularly striking, given her unwavering support for her mother, Queen Elizabeth, throughout her reign. Although Anne remains committed to upholding the royal family's continuity, she perceives Camilla's elevation in status as a departure from the values her mother championed. This contrast between Anne's sense of duty and her personal beliefs created visible tension during the ceremony, highlighting her conflicted feelings about Camilla's new role. It's fascinating to consider how, behind the glamorous royal facade, complex emotions and private struggles persist. The monarchy is undoubtedly undergoing a significant shift, and Princess Anne's evident discomfort during the coronation serves as a subtle reminder that even as traditions evolve, certain tensions remain. It raises questions about how these dynamics will unfold in the future, especially as Anne's quiet resistance underscores her deep reverence for tradition while standing alongside Camilla, who now holds the title of Queen. Anne's reserved attitude toward Camilla has significantly influenced both family dynamics and public perceptions of Camilla. As one of the most respected members of the royal family, Anne commands considerable influence, particularly among those loyal to the monarchy. Her reluctance to fully accept Camilla has sparked doubts among people who continue to question Camilla's place in the royal narrative. Anne's unwavering commitment to the traditions cherished by many royal supporters stands in sharp contrast to the modernizing trajectory represented by Camilla. This enduring tension exemplifies the complexities of a monarchy balancing tradition and change, with Anne's steadfast adherence to her beliefs shaping both internal family relationships and public opinion. Those keeping Diana's memory alive and sharing her views often see her as a symbol of honor and integrity, qualities they believe should be central to the royal family. This perception lends a sense of approval to their ideals, making Princess Anne's subtle resistance to Queen Camilla all the more significant. It deepens the divide between traditionalists and modern fans of the monarchy. Although Anne has never explicitly criticized Camilla, her reserved demeanor and lack of warmth are telling. By maintaining her distance, Anne has become a quiet symbol for those who remain skeptical of Camilla's role, reflecting unspoken tensions within the royal family. These tensions highlight the difficulty in reconciling the past with the present, revealing a struggle to balance tradition with change. The ongoing tension between Princess Anne and Queen Camilla exposes one of the most complex relationships in the royal family. Their issues stem from differing values, past betrayals, and Anne's unwavering loyalty to tradition and Diana's legacy. This rift appears unbridgeable, suggesting that while the royal family presents a united front to the public, the reality behind palace walls is far more nuanced and complicated. Anne's emphasis on tradition and family loyalty contrasts starkly with Camilla's controversial past, creating a conflict that seems unlikely to resolve. This division serves as a reminder that personal relationships within the royal family often reflect larger institutional challenges, complicating efforts to evolve while staying true to tradition. The dispute between Anne and Camilla transcends a mere personal clash, highlighting a deeper ideological difference about the monarchy's direction. For Anne, the monarchy embodies loyalty and adherence to traditional values, which she believes could be undermined by Camilla's past. Even as King Charles III's reign continues, the tension between Anne and Camilla persists, quietly but unmistakably. This disagreement underscores how the monarchy struggles to navigate the balance between upholding tradition and embracing the modern world, a challenge that will likely shape the royal family's future for years to come. To Anne, Camilla represents a betrayal that she feels has fractured the royal family's unity. Conversely, for Camilla, Anne's resistance is a painful reminder of the obstacles she continues to face in her role. It is intriguing how these personal dynamics mirror larger issues within the royal family, which remains one of the most scrutinized institutions in the world. As this conflict unfolds, it raises broader questions about how the monarchy will reconcile these divergent ideals while evolving in today's rapidly changing society. What does this enduring tension mean for the royal family's future, and how will it influence their ability to maintain relevance in the years to come?